Hello everyone and welcome to the new moon in Aries happening on the 11th or the 12th depending on where you are in April 2021, and this is what you should know. So the overall reading is that we should all know that most of the planetary activity is happening between the 4th and the 8th house. So some of us may be experiencing 4th house issues, and it could be all about how we take care of others. The 5th house issues is how we serve others, such as our children, tapping into our inner child, our love partners, having fun. Do we allow ourselves to have fun? And our creativity. The 6th house issues is all about health and our work and our lives, and how we can improve ourselves, our health-wise, and how we feel about ourselves. Others could be experiencing 7th house issues of partnerships and marriages, and that relationship between our partners and how it extends out. And the 8th house is how we share what we have, our resources, and maybe thinking about how we can make money, right? How we can bring more income into the home, how we can let go of things that no longer serves us, that's not good for us. It also deals with end of life, okay, that whole transition, reincarnation of death, and the intimacy that we have in our relationships, and how and the money we get from others, or how we make money from others in the most hopeful, positive way, right? So it's a lot of self-responsibility, what that looks like, and how we deal with the opinions. The whole 12 houses, if you will, has these life lessons that we have to learn. And not only do we have to work on ourselves, but we have to think about how that affects us and our mind. And when we think, okay, how is this being portrayed, and how we deal with others, right? So this new moon is happening in the 6th house of Virgo. So yes, it's a fire sign, Aries, for all the newbie astrology people listening. So Aries is a fire sign, but it's in the house of Virgo, and Virgo is an earth sign. So we'll have this energy of being organized and health, all the aspects of Virgo's house meshed with Aries. So we're really trying to ground ourselves and find our fire, lighting our own fire, and really trying to take ourselves to the next level, right? Now, this new moon still offers up a chance for us to find self-healing when it comes to our emotions and our self-identity. We can also look at how we communicate with ourselves with the energy of Mercury, and how we communicate with others when it comes to healing. We have to take responsibilities for our own actions and the actions that we choose not to take. And that's big, because we know that we have a personal responsibility for the actions that we should take, and then not placing blame or placing our frustration on anyone because of actions we didn't take. So it's like a lot of self-work, but Aries is very powerful and can help us with that. Maybe it's time to think of how we communicate, being more descriptive in how we speak. This helps us to better get what we want, okay? That is very powerful. It helps us to get what we want because we're even taking the time to think about how we communicate and what we're saying. And not being afraid to speak, being clear and being thoughtful, and releasing or realizing our words are powerful, using them to flip a negative situation, a negative thought, a negative experience into a positive one this weekend in our manifestation. So it's time to really tap into this new moon, powerful manifesting healing moon, right? And forming better relationships and reaching our goals sooner. This will be beautiful by expressing ourselves in a more understanding way that is more receptive. It's easier for people to understand us if we can figure out how we can communicate with that person's personality. So it's more receptive, and we get what we need and what we want, and there's balance there for both people that are communicating. So this Aries moon is very powerful because Aries is going through their own issues even from the end, from 2019, but mainly from 2020 till now, right? So they have a lot to work through, as all of us do, right? But they will be feeling it quite a bit. So this is a good time to really work through that. Now, I want to share with you guys some main aspects for this new moon, and it can really be beneficial. And I'll post it also up on my website, Life Center, okay? Because I'm just doing everything under one house. So we have the moon conjunct Mercury, 7 degrees 27 minutes, okay? So you can even do up to 30 minutes meditation if you will, because the moon is in the 6th house. Mercury is also in the 6th house of Virgo. So, and Mercury is Virgo's ruling planet along with Gemini. So this is powerful stuff. And this is the conjunction of the moon and Mercury is a positive vibration for both of these planets. They're blending together, they're in alignment, and they're working in harmony. So how can you tap into this? This aspect is considered very intelligent, great for communication, right? And it's great for the mind, but be aware of not falling into gossip, right? Because this is a very talkative alignment to be in. Okay, it's very creative for you to express yourself and express yourself so you can be understood. So when we were in waning moon these last few days before the new moon, maybe there was some kind of communication that didn't go perfect, or maybe it did go perfect, but you can use poetry, lyrics, writing to better communicate using this moon with this moon conjuncts Mercury to convey your emotions. Mercury is communication, the moon is our emotion. So you can really tap into your mind and use your words through lyric poetry, writing to communicate really good, right? Very inspirational, creative time. And it's great for clearing the mind and seeking inner answers to any deep questions that you may have, current questions or past questions that you may have, but you can seek that through meditation. This is a great time to analyze yourself, analyze others, and the situation that you find yourself in so that you can find more emotional peace and the best solutions for your problem. You can get a beneficial result by practicing meditation under this moon. And there's a special type of meditation that you can practice, anything to calm the mind, bring emotional balance, finding peace, clearing any kind of past emotion, handling negative emotions. This will be really great. And the 6th house is definitely about healing and our daily lives. So we really can connect to this energy. So the article will go into more detail on that I'll be posting up. Now also we have the sun is also conjunct Mercury at 7 degrees 27 minutes. And again, a 30-minute meditation on this could be great. The sun is the self and Mercury is about communication. So it's about you communicating in harmony with yourself. This aspect tends to make people feel very personalized on any subject matter, right? So you can feel so connected to what you believe and what you feel that you can't listen or empathize with the other person's way of viewing things, okay? So you can really work on that. That aspect covers that, even if you don't have this aspect, but you will be feeling the powerful energy of this because it is at one of the higher degrees of alignment under this new moon in Aries. So you can tap into this harmonious aspect, right, for self-awareness, to improve also your stage presence, because when you feel so convicted in what you're thinking, right or wrong, you have this power behind you, so you can channel that energy in a positive way for your stage presence or being creative when you perform, okay? And it really empowers yourself to be more visible and to receive the attraction or the attention that you want, okay? Yay, we're doing great. So I want to tap into now each sign. So to tell you guys, this is your horoscope, okay? So we already know that this new moon is a great alignment for you to better yourself as far as how you communicate with yourself and how you communicate with others. And this is so powerful because of these Mercury alignments as well, but also you have Aries that's in Virgo, and this offers a lot of healing. And when I start with Aries, you'll get the powerful reading that we all will be feeling the effects of where the sun and the moon is. The sun is ourselves and the moon is our emotion. So we're all going to resonate with Aries new moon, but we will sprinkle in what each other sign will be going through based on where your sign is placed, the house and the planets in that house. Okay, so Aries and everyone will be feeling strongly the sixth house energy of work, health, service. Okay, how you serve your community, how you serve others, that will be on center stage, on front page, right? And your self empowerment. Okay, and your daily life. Your daily life will be viewed as, okay, what's your daily life like? Or you might be viewing someone else's life as far as their work, their health, their service, and their empowerment and their daily life. And sometimes when we look at someone else, they're a mirror to us, even if they're from a different background, a different life. It doesn't matter. We're all vibrating on this whole experience of life and what we're learning. And what's my life purpose? Kind of like the star card in tarot, right? And the hangman, the perspective. So we all have these common experiences, okay? So in the sixth house, it's about I serve energy. So this I serve energy is really focusing on what am I doing? I'm growing, but I'm also affecting others around me. It's a life shaper energy. The sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, and Chiron is in Aries and in the descending. So a lot of this work that you need to do is, I like to say, under the water. It's like the iceberg. You see the iceberg, the tip, but under it, if you've seen that image, is all of the work that no one sees that makes the iceberg, the performance on stage, lights on, camera action, right? So a lot of times people don't know the behind the scenes work is a lot, right? They only see the end result. They don't see all the lifting and the working that we all put into something that we manifest, right? So this area of the chart for personal, private issues that needs to be worked on and seeking self-healing, where you want to go in life also will come up, and what you want for your future. But this is all the underground surface, below the surface work. Okay, Taurus, you guys are in a pickle. So you're in the seventh house, so it could be great. Some of you need to leave toxic relationship. The others may be finding themselves in personal relationships, in the middle of them. Finding balance in your relationship will be good. Okay, finding the best solutions is what these two planets are offering in your sign, because there could be a moment for you to minimize conflict by really thinking about what you're doing and is it in your best interest. Having Uranus and Lilith in the seventh house of relationships and so forth, you want to really see, is this headache really worth it? Gemini, you're in the eighth house. You have Mars and the North Node. So this is a good time for you to seek some financial independence as well, but also be mindful and really find how creative you can be with your independence and finances and so forth. And Mars in Gemini can make a positive trait or positive thing become negative. So be mindful that you're not argumentative, you're not expressing yourself in a low vibe, okay? But the energy is there for you to focus on what is most important and to avoid conflicts in communication, and to also not lose an opportunity to make things better. Okay? You want to attract that positivity which you have, and less communicating and more focusing maybe on the north node of where you want to be, and channel that Mars. I didn't write this down, but channel that Mars energy to fight for yourself. Okay? Now Cancer, in the 9th house and no planets, you want to focus on and what you truly want in your life, and look at the bigger picture of what is really happening in your life. And it's a great time for you to find new meaning in your life and what you truly want. Do what you've always wanted to do and feel like there's no limit, because you're in that Sagittarius house. So you can connect to your life purpose. You should be planning and dreaming and really thinking of a long distance travel. Maybe some of you want to travel long distance. Maybe you're planning your trip in your mind of where you want to be in the future. So this is a good time, to really look at the bigger picture of your life. Okay? Leo. Okay, Leos, this is you being in the 10th house. So you're thinking about your career, planning new goals, being more organized, maybe just finding more structure and finding new people or new situations to bring you to this new journey in your life. Okay, so you're looking at how you lead yourself and how you lead others, and how this new goal, this new vision that you have for yourself, or it could be an old vision that you need to tweak, but it's really finding yourself under new management or a new group. But it's just a lot of you, no matter what your issue or situation is finding a new way of doing things. Okay, so a lot of you will be looking at the structure of what you're doing, how it works and how it doesn't work, and how you can better get what you want, get from point A to point B. Okay, and this will be you finding and having more control over your life through planning. Okay, very important. There we go. Now, Virgo, the 11th house is where you are, and you're in perfect alignment to form new groups of friends with goals to inspire others. This could be in a spiritual way. So your main thing is inspiration right now, and inspiring others. You can find that meditation will be useful and a powerful tool for your journey and the goals that you wish to manifest and bring to reality. This is you connecting to people in a spiritual way that will touch their soul. And this is what the key is, guys, because when you touch their soul, Virgo, you will give them more charge, inspire them to deal with their life issues realistically and spiritually. Okay, the combination of both of this will serve them in the best way. You're achieving your goal as well by inspiring others and realizing a lot of Virgos are becoming more spiritual even now, because you're tapping into this idea and this ancient understanding of a karmic life journey, right? And the reincarnation, the life lessons. So on this spiritual thought, and it's not just spiritual, a lot of old religion also had this knowledge and this awareness that energy never dies and just gets recreated. So this is an old thing, okay, very ancient. So you can help others through spirituality and use realistic life tools to better their lives, and they're doing the work, right? You're not stressing yourself out. You're inspiring them to do their own personal journey. So use this new moon in Aries to present something center stage, right? That will reach others and inspire others. And Aries know how to get the attention. So you might be getting the message out from now about a future work thing that you're having, or whatever that you're having in the future. And this can reach many people and inspire them. All right. Now, Libra, you're in the 12th house. So you are also in the ascending. So this is your time to rise and shine, get the attention that you need. But mostly remember that you are great at balancing things, and meditation and the spiritual journey is going to be great for you in the 12th house. Be clear when you communicate with others to avoid any kind of self-sabotage so that you can meet your goals sooner than later. Okay, and if you're setting future goals, you can rise above any of the issues right now in your present life and really look at them as challenges that will empower you. This new moon is a fire sign, so this is a complementary element. Air and fire works good together, like water and earth works together. So air and fire, this is going to be great, and you can use it to restore your energy. So some of you will be doing some chakra balancing work. You want to focus on the chakras that are associated with water and earth element, okay? Because you want to tap into that fire of this new moon, and you want to tap into the earth of the sixth house. Okay, so that would be the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, fire. Sacral is water, solar plexus is fire, and the third eye, you think of it as air. Okay, because you are Libra, air sign. So you're tapping into that, but you want to spend 3 extra more minutes on these chakras as you go from the root all the way to the crown. So a really beautiful meditation practice to recharge your body. Find a technique that's just recharging. It gives you time to rest, and this will put the mind, body, and spirit back in alignment, especially if you've been doing a lot and experiencing a lot of stress from trying to solve issues, okay? So now, Scorpio, you are in the first house of Aries, so you are both ruled by Mars. So what you can do on this new moon is realize that you're in an auspicious spot, a great spot for you to use this to focus on letting go of negativity. Ask yourself, what can I do for myself that I was expecting from others? Okay, so this is you just tapping into your own personal power, come up with creative ideas, and know that you can turn any negative situation into a positive, and to connect to all the good that is going to come to you. You are in the house of Aries, so use this energy, and the 2 strong alignments that I choose to mention is the moon conjuncts Mars and the sun conjuncts Mercury, okay? And this is great for you to just charge, be clear, and to really know that you're in the best time right now to make a positive change. And then I'll be sharing the meditation video as well. I think I'll be sharing that as well. So you guys can really tap into the meditation. I think I mentioned it already. A calming, any kind of calming the mind, clearing the mind meditation. Okay. So Sagittarius, you're in the 2nd house on the new moon. So try not to overthink anything. Okay. And try not to overdo any of your emotions, your feelings. And especially if you're sharing space with someone, this might be a challenge. You might be relearning a lesson that you learned already. And because you're ruled by Jupiter, you feel like, okay, I can use my South Node, my old tricks or my old way of finding solution to make this right. But you'll only find yourself back in the same situation again. So it's time to really think about new ways of dealing with things that will make a positive change, okay? So Capricorn, you are in the 3rd house of Gemini, and this is a great time for you to resolve any relationship issues, okay? Any relationship issues with others. Gemini, you're in the house of Gemini, so the 3rd house is all about communication, and the 3rd house is ruled by Mercury, okay? So this is great for you to improve your personal relationship with others. This can give you a positive energy so that you can be guided by your intuition and how you're going to communicate, so you can avoid any kind of past communications in your present communications. Don't bring up any old problems, bring up anyone in particular, just so that there's less drama in your communication, and this will benefit your relationship with everyone. And you have Pluto in the 3rd house as well. So look at how things are going to, and I didn't write this down, but you want to look at how you can change things, okay, in small, I'm typing it out too because I have to post this online too, in small but meaningful actions that you're taking, okay? It's kind of like you're sitting back, watching everything, learning, okay? Yes, so that would be the best thing for you guys to do, is just to sit back and look at how things are being handled, and you can inspire and make positive changes that way. And this will really help with your work, also work relationships, and also personal. But just stay focused on your immediate conversation and avoid. And when you're staying focused on that immediate conversation, you're giving that person your full attention, and this can also open new pathways for you to leave a situation that you might feel that you've outgrown, is boring, or that it's like the team isn't working right for you. Okay, I just felt like saying that intuitively. Okay, so Aquarius in the 4th house, okay, with Jupiter and Saturn. Now check this out. These alignments, okay, you will be experiencing this through thought of your own personal past life, or younger life, rather, not past life, your younger life, or someone else's life experience that's similar to you may trigger your own past memories, okay? So let me switch it over to the chart. Okay, I forgot to do that this whole time so you guys can see the chart. So Aquarius is in the 4th house with Jupiter and Saturn. So Saturn in the 4th house can show problems that started in one's childhood, like obstacles in life that you had to go through that was really very strong obstacles, right? Because when you think of Aquarius is, this reading is not just for you. It could be for an Aquarius, someone else that has Aquarius somewhere in their chart, that might have Aquarius in the 4th house in their birth chart, and it may be coming to the forefront. Okay, I don't know, who that would be. It could be someone personal that you know, or whoever, right? But Saturn is about lessons, and Saturn is a hard teacher, right? It could be a good hard teacher or a bad hard teacher. So it all depends on how it reflects in your life for that life lesson, right? But Saturn in the 4th house shows problems that start in one's childhood. So you'll have obstacles in life that is really hard, that isn't normal or shouldn't really happen, whatever normal means, but right, it's just not right. So it could show denying a person love at an early age, laughter, happiness, and not being comforted when needed. Okay, so this house covers parents, our roots, what knowledge that we weren't given or wasn't passed down, issues in the home, how we feel about ourselves. Don't worry, it gets better. Okay, and how our inner self security is. So maybe not having a lot of security in self, confidence, not feeling safe. Now, Jupiter in the 4th house can signify many siblings in a family, and this is teaching you on this life path how to deal with different personalities, right? Jupiter is optimistic, lucky. So Jupiter reminds us that we can win in our personal struggles, okay? We can really overcome things. So if you don't have Jupiter in the 4th house in your birth chart, you can connect positively to Jupiter in the 4th house by allowing the ability to understand something that you're going through that's hard and persevere over it, okay? This is like that win-win mode, okay? So a great positive aspect to obtain wisdom, right? So you'll be that wise, easy to learn from teacher, if you will. This can be powerful new moon for self-healing, right? In 4th house issues and 6th house issues. All right, the final sign, Pisces. Okay, so Pisces in the 5th house has Neptune. Neptune is all about, the 12th house energy of spirituality, dreams, the meaning of dreams, right? So Pisces, you're in the 5th house, and this is a great time for your personal creativity, tapping into your inner child personality, okay? Being more social. You might be, being more social. Maybe you're not comfortable with that. Maybe you are. And your relationship, romance, knowing or finding your passion. So whatever your passion is, you find it again, or lead yourself to, hey, what's my passion? How can I tweak this? Okay, having fun with this new moon and this new moon weekend, and connecting to the powerful combination, right? This is creating, maybe you want to create a romantic event, or a romantic night, right? So this may be you working on uh, really connecting to someone's soul in a charming way, using your style, your beauty, making someone attractive to you, falling in love, right? Or having an admirer. This is a powerful alignment for Pisces, because Pisces, you are the opposite sign of Virgo. And remember that Aries is in the 6th house of Virgo. And it's also, so Pisces, Virgo is your opposite sign. So you can connect to that. It's also powerful also for Leo, okay? Now, since this is happening in the 5th house, be careful to not attract anyone that is really not a committing type of person. So they will be more interested in just having a great time, having a fun time for fun's sake, and just being in the moment, right? Where you Pisces could just be in the moment, or attracted to someone that is not the perfect person for you, but you can have fun to your extent, to your limit, okay? So as long as you are aware, but make sure that you're using your intuition to read the situation, right? So that will be Pisces journey. But Pisces, you guys love to have fun in your relationship, but just being mindful of that, because a lot of you out there are also willing and wanting to commit. So finding what works for you, right? So that's the 12 sign reading. Again, this new moon is very powerful. I just thought it fit. Notice that it's Sunday. In some locations it will be this new moon, and on Monday. So Sunday is the sun, Monday is the moon. Okay, the meanings of the day. So this is very powerful, and it's a great alignment that we can tap into to really clear our minds, to allow ourselves to realize where we are, where we want to go, and letting go of things that really does not work in our best interest, okay? It's going to be a powerful, powerful new moon. Set your new moon intentions, knowing what you want, going after what you want, maybe setting old intentions that you have. Let me see if I'm clicking right. Yeah, I clicked right. So, setting those intentions using the fire element can be very powerful for this new moon. This video is getting really long, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. I'm going to